target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya tak? Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersih. Tangan.
Aiko, kami ada yang akan tentang. Evakuasi akan segera tiba. Aiko, kamu selalu muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya.
Aiko, kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Tenang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia, demi masa depan dan satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu sekarang.
Kapal kargo Beidou Maru telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tangan.
Aiko, kami pikir tidak ada yang akan datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba. Aiko, kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Tenang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia, demi masa depan dan satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu sekarang.
Kapal kargo Beidou Maru telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tangan.
Aiko, kami pikir tidak ada yang akan datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba. Aiko, kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Senang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia, demi masa depan dan satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu sekarang.
Kapal kargo Beidou Maru telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tangan.
Aiko, kami pikir tidak ada yang akan datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba, Aiko. Kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Senang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia, demi masa depan dan satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu.
Kargo Beidou Maru telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Kita naik kapal secara diam-diam. Korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi. Kapal target sudangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tangan.
Aiko, kami pikir tidak ada yang akan datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba, Aiko. Kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah budaya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu.
Senang membantu. Mari bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Lindungi dia, demi masa depan dan satu sama.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu sekarang.
Kapal kargo dibajak oleh bajak
It gives you secure scalable hosting,
laut di pantai Somalia.
meaning your app can handle any number of users easily. With tools like Google Cloud Run, you can deploy your app in just one click, directly from Google AI Studio,
Kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa
without
mencegat
worrying
dalam
about servers and configuration. It's fast, safe, and perfect for anyone
Secara
who want to.
Menghindari korban
Make
yang
their
tidak
AI
perlu.
Studio app
Aksi.
public with Google's reliability behind it.
Target
Let's
sudah
start
dalam
by
jangkauan
deploying
pandangan.
with Google Cloud
Bersiaplah
Run.
untuk naik kapal.
For this tutorial, I have already created a scientific calculator app inside Google AI Studio, as you can see here on the screen. Now, it's time to
Kami
take
di
a
sini
next step
sekarang.
and
Bolehkah
deploy
saya
this app
memerintahkanmu?
directly on Google Cloud.
Beraninya kamu,
So,
saya ikut serta.
that's it will be live, shareable and accessible
Bergantung
from
pada jalur
everywhere.
saya, ya.
Just
Saya
hit
tahu.
the deploy app
Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah.
button, then choose existing cloud project
Hati-hati,
or
gerakan tangan.
create new one. I am naming it scientific calci or
Aiko yang akan datang. Evakuasi akan segera tiba. Aiko lalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko. Kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Senang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko sekarang.
Kapal kargo telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam. Untuk menghindar lo. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandang untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu. Seperti kamu, saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek. Hati-hati, granat tangan.
Pikir tidak ada yang akan segera. Kamu selalu terlalu setia. Ini bernilai miliaran. Sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerjamu telah menyelamatkan.
Hanya menjalankan tugas markas.
Terima kasih atas kedatangan sangat berharga.
Mari kita makna. Lah semua. Kita lihat masa depan.
Tanah membutuhkanmu.
Gobedo Maru, bajak laut di pantai.
Jika kita bisa 40
Lama kita naik kapal yang tidak perlu. Dalam jangkauan pandang untuk
Kami bolehkah? Beraninya kak? Saya jalur saya. Bersihkan dek. Hati-hati, gerak.
Aiko, kami akan datang. Evakuasi Aiko, Katia, nilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya
Aku percaya padamu.
anak baguslah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Jalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, atas kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Membantu. Hal ini bermakna hubungkan media dan
Kami membutuhkan.
kapal kargo dibajak oleh Somalia.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam. untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah.
Datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba, Aiko. Kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Bantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia demi masa depan dan satu sama lain. Kapal kargo Beidou Maru telah dibajak bajak laut di pantai Somalia.
Jika kita beberapa bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam-diam untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi! Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Beraninya kamu, saya ikut serta. Seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya tahu. Cepat, bersihkan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tangan.
Aiko, kami pikir tidak ada yang akan datang. Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba, Aiko. Kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya padamu.
Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu. Kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Senang membantu. Mari kita membuat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Mari kita lindungi dia demi masa depan dan satu sama lain.
Tanaka Aiko, kami membutuhkanmu sekarang.
Whatever
Kargo Beidou
your
Maru
app is,
telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di
you
pantai
will get
Somalia.
a notice explaining that your app will be reachable at a public URL and that your AI Studio API won't be exposed in app,
Jika kita mempercepat mesin,
but
kita
will
bisa
still be
mencegat
used
dalam 40
behind the
menit.
scenes.
Pertama-tama
This
kita
is the
naik
key
kapal
advantage of
secara
using
diam-diam.
Cloud Run
Untuk
through
yang
AI Studio.
tidak perlu.
Your API
Aksi.
keys stays protected. Here is why that matters. Because your AI Studio keys has daily usage limits.
Bersiaplah
If you
untuk naik
accidentally
kapal.
include it in client-side code, someone could open, view, source or the browser console, grab the key and drain your quota. With Cloud Run,
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu?
via
Beraninya
AI
kamu,
Studio,
seperti
Google
kamu
keeps the
bergantung pada
key
jalur
server-side and secure.
cepat.
Now the next step is enabling the billing section. So for enabling the billing on the cloud project to continue, there are no automatic charges unless you intentionally upgrade to full pay as you go. But it's wise to review the platform
Kami pikir
terms.
tidak ada yang akan
With Google Cloud, you also unlock access to the Gemini API's
evakuasi
pay
akan
as you go
segera
plan,
tiba,
which
Aiko.
gives you
Kamu
higher
selalu terlalu
rate limits,
setia.
faster response times,
Muatan ini
and
bernilai
access
miliaran. Bajak Laut hanya sebuah
to advanced AI capabilities beyond the free tier.
Aku
This
percaya
means your apps
padamu.
can handle more users, process more requests, and integrate smarter AI features without running into usage limits.
Tanaka Aiko.
As a bonus, Google gives you
Kerja bagus.
$300 in
Kamu telah
free
menyelamatkan.
credits
Tugas saya kembali ke markas.
that you can use over the next 90 days on
Aiko,
Gemini
kedatanganmu-
API and other
kedatanganmu
Google
sangat
Cloud
berharga.
services like
Senang
Cloud Run,
membantu.
Firebase, or
Mari kita
Cloud Storage.
membuat hal ini bermakna.
These credits
Laut
are
menghubungkan
perfect for
kita semua.
experimenting, testing,
Mari demi
or
masa depan.
scaling your first few AI-powered apps without
Telah
spending
dibajak oleh
anything.
bajak laut di pantai
And the best
Somalia.
part is, there are no automatic charges. You only start paying if you choose to upgrade to a full pay-as-you-go account. Even then, any remaining free credit stays in your balance until it's used. So,
Jika kita mempercepat
you get full flexibility, complete control, and the freedom to build, test, and deploy.
Pertama,
With Google's world-class infrastructure supporting your app every step of the way. Now simply sign
kapal
into
target
your Google
sudah
account,
dalam
click
jangkauan
agree and
pandangan.
continue,
Bersiap
and
laut.
follow the quick setup steps. The best part is Google Cloud does not automatically charge you. You will only be billed if you later decide to manually upgrade
Bolehkah
to a
saya
fully
memerintahkanmu?
pay-as-you-go
Beraninya kamu, saya
plan.
ikut serta.
So
Seperti
for
kamu
now, you are
bergantung pada
completely
jalur saya,
safe to use
saya
free
tahu.
tier. Just set up your preferable billing details.
Cepat-cepat bersihkan dek bawah.
You will not be charged, so don't worry and get started.
Hati-hati gratis.
Once you did this, just go to Google AI Studio and refresh. After billing is enabled, click Deploy App. The build will run and you will receive a public URL for your app. Click it and you are live.
I dare you
Pikir
to
tidak ada
use
yang
our
akan datang.
completely free Shopify AI store builder.
And that's it. Our app
Akan
is
segera
now
di
live
Aiko.
on
Kamu
internet.
selalu terlalu setia.
This is the public
Muatan
URL
ini
of our
bernilai
app.
miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
It's hosted completely free on
Aku
Google
percaya
Cloud.
padamu.
Let's open the link. And yes, it's working perfectly. The app is up and running. You can now share this link with your friends, team members, or anyone who want to try your app. It's live on internet and fully functional. And here is a bonus tip. You can even convert
Nona
an
Aiko
APK file
sangat berharga.
and turn it into a
Senang
mobile
membantu. Mari
application.
kita
I have already
membuat hal
covered
ini
that
menghubungkan
process
kita
step by
semua.
step in my previous
masa depan
video.
dan satu sama
So
lain.
make sure you check that out if you want to bring your Google AI Studio app to Android as well. You can also
Tanaka,
open the
Aiko,
service
kami
in Cloud
membutuhkan
Run
sekarang.
to inspect the details, run test, or redeploy
Bajak
new
laut AS
versions.
Somalia.
If you prefer, connect GitHub repository directly so you can keep working in full production without relying on AI Studio prototyping environment. So
Jika kita mempercepat
that's
mesin,
how simple it is to deploy
kita bisa mencegat dalam 40 menit.
your app
Pertama-tama,
directly on
kita
Google
kapal
Cloud using AI
secara
Studio.
diam-diam.
You get
Untuk
a powerful
menghindari
hosting
korban yang tidak
solution,
perlu.
seamless
Aksi.
integration with the Gemini API, and $300 in free credits to explore everything Google Cloud has to offer. It's fast, secure, and completely beginner friendly. Perfect for anyone who want to make their AI project live without touching a single line of backend code. Start experimenting, deploy your ideas, and take full advantage of the tools Google gives you for free. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe my channel. Let me know in comments.
Kami di sini sekarang. Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu? Kamu. Saya ikut seperti jalur ikan dek bawah. Hati-hati granat tank.
Kami datang.
大声
Tim evakuasi akan segera tiba. Aiko, kamu selalu terlalu setia. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya.
Aku percaya.
Kerja bagus menyelamatkan.
Hanya menjalankan tugas saya.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatangan sangat berharga.
Senang membantu buat hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita semua. Lindungi dia dan satu sama lain.
Kami membutuhkan
Kargo Bedo Maru telah dibajak oleh bajak laut di pantai.
Jika kita mempercepat mesin, kita mencegat dalam 40 menit.
Pertama-tama kita naik kapal secara diam. Untuk menghindari korban yang tidak perlu. Aksi. Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
kami di sini sekarang. Memerintahkanmu ikut serta padaku. Bersihkan. Hati-hati.
Aiko yang akan datang.
大声
Tim F tiba, Aiko. Kamu selalu muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya. Tanaka, kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak nyawa.
hanya menjalankan tugas saya.
We never thought of actually buying a property, just being able to afford at a young age. I mean, like, we went to a couple of, like, showrooms and we're like, oh,
Terima kasih atas kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Mari kita dan hal ini bermakna. Laut menghubungkan kita.
All right,
semua.
amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Updates with Precious. As always, it is sweet my belly to bring on an update of things that happen for inside Nigeria. My name is Precious and welcome to today. Make I give a quick gist before you retire for the day. So as usual, when I know waiting the trend or waiting they happen already. When I know the US strike will happen, Nigerians never forget them. Many people see they talk, say many people from the northern part of Nigeria, they talk, say no. See the X strike no kill anybody, no do anything to anybody at all. Saying I just wasted missiles and they shoot. But Nigerian government, Nigerian army don't come out, come begin give account of waiting happen. And we still they wait for footages from the United States military on waiting go on exactly and how they use this makes this terrorist them, if that is what actually happened. We'll make a take on through the hot to read them as they hot sharp because they don't resume surveillance again, according to them, say for inside Nigeria. Now, bandits kill several people in IED explosion in Zamfara State. So it be like say the bandits, aka terrorists, then don't vex. Because of the US strike, they use annoyance, do blasts detonate IED, and the thing killed a lot of people for inside.
Mencegat dalam 40 menit.
But I thought they said the bandits were not terrorists. How come they're not killing people? If you keep people en masse, that one not be an act of terrorism. How do you start negotiating with people who just carry an explosive device and start killing people? That's a question where a lot of people they ask. Now, to them, that's a retaliation for
Kapal target sudah dalam jangkauan pandangan. Bersiaplah
happen Donald Trump for Sokoto State. And they come up because Kwara State said to get their own. But could just they move on. US airstrike in Sokoto records no casualty. Police base 15 EOD commandants. Now they talk that one. Or will they come to more matter? And then US strikes targeted ISIS, Lukarawa terrorists. This na presidency. Now they talk this one. And then US airstrikes terrorists, sympathizers, and negotiators should face same treatment as terrorists. Pastor Paul and Nigeria they talk this one. Say both terrorist sympathizers so and people they negotiate on their
bergantung pada jalur saya tahu.
Because you know them, say make them face the same punishment. So if you say the terrorists themselves will face because not the same thing. Now, Tinubu takes a back seat as foreign forces take center stage in Nigeria or in Nigeria governance. Bolaji Abdullahi will be ADC top person 90 top this one. And then Senator Ndume demands US-led military strikes in Northeast and on Boko Haram I stop strongholds. So I beg US, that's him what I do for Sokoto. Bring it on. Come my states. Northeast Nigeria. That's zone now from. You want to come that side. You see Boko Haram camp, ISOP camp. Not gonna do them something. Show them example how you do again. American congressman claims US airstrikes stopped terrorist attacks usually recorded during Christmas in Nigeria. It's almost like it's traditional. Almost every December now, you must hear one or two things. Most likely, since for a while now, even during Jonathan administration, remember the Christmas Day bomb blast, right? Okay, but now the US congressman they talk say, be like, say this one don't stop nonsense because in case they won't do any nonsense for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, may they know say that one no feel work again, call it work at all. And then somebody else, a US congressman, I said, guess what? Oh, US Congressman Riley Moore helped Congressman Riley Moore just saved a Nigerian Christian from a death sentence. People come, they say, yay, all right, we're coming. Let's get there again. Now, Nigerian Army Chief Shaibu lands in Sokoto, meets Sultan, seeks closer ties with traditional rulers and military security. In case you don't understand, Chief of Army Staff, he don't go see
bagus, kamu telah menyelamatkan banyak.
Sokoto, Sultan of Sokoto, he knows in Sokoto State, 9 the first missile of Donald Trump first land on top. So Chief of Army Staff don't go see him. Say, we could negotiate with this insecurity when they happen like this. So we will need the confidence and the relationship with traditional rulers where we're to fit use defeat and where we're. Okay. US warship fired dozens of Tomahawk missiles into terrorist camps in Sokoto, says defense official. So defense official don't already talk. Say a Tomahawk, let them carry Tomahawk. Say them fire dozens of them. In case you don't understand, dozens are 12. So if they say dozens, that means now more than 2. Now more than 24. You can imagine firing more than 24 Tomahawk. How much it was, and the bill they wait for inside Nigeria. Okay, now US resumed intelligence flights over Nigeria after airstrikes in ISIS terrorists in Sokoto. As because of say Zamfara people, then bandits say their head is shake for Zamfara State. Say they won't begin keep people anyhow. You are saying, you know what? We'll go begin watch where they perform again, so that we'll know where next. We will fit deal with them. Now, Tinubu in Nigeria, where Tinubu says in Nigeria we are prayer warriors, religious, and will surmount insecurity. So what can I not worry about that one? We'll be prayer warriors. We're very religious, and this is security matter. We will finish and we prayer. Fire.
When the doors closed last time, people went nuts. By popular demand, we are opening the doors up again to join our AI Amplifier Club for $1. Yes, $1. And we're going to donate that $1 to Feeding America. Let me tell you real quick what the AI Amplifier Club is. This is the #1 community on the planet to learn AI, to go from confused and overwhelmed to confident and secure, to get reviews and training and prompts and a monthly live training with a professional, with weekly trainings from our partner Igor Pagani. Tony and I have 76 years in business and helping people succeed. Igor, we believe, is the top AI educator, and we combined forces. We partnered. So now you get the best of both worlds in one community. This guy knows how to take really complicated stuff and make it pragmatic and practical. And you have the opportunity to get instant wins, instant playbooks, tactics, strategies, hacks, monthly training, all in a community that you could test drive now for $1. A community like this out on the internet, people are paying $197, $297 a month. The least expensive we found that was solid was $97 a month. You get a 30-day trial. And at the end of 30 days, if you love it, you stay for just $37 a month. If you don't love it, you click one button and we'll still donate that $1 to Feeding America. But guess what? We are not leaving the doors open for long for this $1 trial. This is to say, sorry you missed the doors closed on the first time, but you don't want to miss this one. Go give it a test drive for $1. We'll donate that to Feeding America. We've already provided over 2 million meals, and you'll see for yourself that you won't want to be plugged into any other community, any other group in the world than this. Hurry up before it's gone.
Aiko, tidak ada yang akan datang. Kamu selalu terlalu. Muatan ini bernilai miliaran. Bajak laut hanya sebuah tipu daya. Tanaka Aiko, kerja bagus. Kamu menyelamatkan banyak.
Hanya menjalankan saya kembali ke markas.
Nona Aiko, terima kasih atas kedatanganmu sangat berharga.
Mari kita buat hal ini bermakna.
Insecurity could die by fire. Another gist here now.
Semua.
Terrorists storm Kwara community after Christmas celebration.
Media.
Abduct 7 residents, injure others. Did you hear them? Terrorists storm Kwara community after Christmas celebration. Abduct 7 residents, injure others. Nigerian government says Tinubu approved US airstrikes on Sokoto forest. Admits ISIS presence. So ISIS said, ISIS even did grant for inside this Nigeria like this. All right now. Bandits abduct 5 travelers along Ugbeegbe Road in Kogi. 1 other injured. And then Sokoto government confirms US airstrikes. Says terrorist camps destroyed. No civilian casualties. Alleged forgery of Tinubu's tax reforms law amounts to treason. Atiku Abubakar said this is what they're saying for tax reform law. Yeah, he said this is not treason, then they plan to do it like that. Okay. And then GNI building. In fact, talking about the tax reform law itself, Arewa say they will never pay the Tinubu's new tax. That's what they say Arewa will never pay Tinubu's new
Dalam 40 menit.
tax. We are waiting for who will force us to do it. Who talked this one?
Naik kapal.
Sheikh Alkali Zaria. Nine talk this one. Sheikh Alkali Zaria. Nine talk this one. According to news with this Who will force them to do them? All right. Now the question will be that GNI building fire. 3 dead bodies found as rescue operation continues. Remember the GNI 22 story building will be burned completely for Marina Lagos. Now, notorious Nigerian police unit in Imo State, Tiger Base, after my life, says lawyer Agona. They talk to some local combo Tiger Base, one base my life. Going to the tax law, our tax master talk say January deadline for controversial tax law is non-negotiable. Nothing on a do to stop him. Even Tinubu cannot stop it. He's still reiterating that, and nobody can see it. It can happen. Now, we thought it was an air crash. Sokoto residents recount US airstrike. So they insist that airplane and crash. They don't know say in US. Nigeria must work as a family to overcome insecurity. Minister of Defense Musa Naindi talked this one. Then let's go straight to River State, where it is shell because when I want to River State right now. As we cannot reveal a lot of things. We shall see indeed there is fresh crisis between him and Sim Fubara and the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Wiki hints at fresh political battle in 2026. Insist on agreement. He said, why 2026? So, you know, say from next year. Nah, election year, in a political year. So, 2026 year, you know, say no one will hear Jack. Say agreement now, agreement. And everybody must obey. Everybody must obey agreement. He said, we stood with Tinubu when it was tough. And we don't stop now. He said, people, when if you say they won't talk on your mandate, you shall stand now. They couldn't speak on your mandate when it mattered the most. Now, so in the don't jab new Tinubu supporters. They throw jab at them, say, and I think so I love them. When it need on a most, where on a day one and they sing that mandate. He can say, I'm the most abused politician after Tinubu. And that's so it. All right, let's go straight to other issues. 2027 will be smoother for me, Governor Uti, and I did talk this one. Well, all of this matters and more, and I will carry come the mods this evening. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys. To bring on a matter the way they share like every day for inside the country. But make I begin bring on the gist of the story after I don't give on the the skeleton. I mean, make I begin giving on the one way matter inside the story one by fellow. Okay, so let's start with the conversation around the what happened for inside Zamfara State. Now we had a police in Zamfara State today Saturday confirmed that some objects suspected to be improvised explosive devices exploded along the Magami Danfadel Road in Maru local government area of Zamfara State. Now the command spokesperson Yazid Abubakar confirms this. Abubakar, who declined to make further comments, said the information available to the command was sketchy. They're not too clear, so make you not talk to what you don't know. Then he said the command was investigating to ascertain the cause of the incident. The officer, however, promised to provide details of the explosion in a comprehensive statement. An eyewitness, Yunusa Isa, who was part of an escort convoy traveling along the road, confirmed the incident to newsmen in a separate telephone interview. And according to Yunusa, he said suspect bandits planted triple explosives along the road between Maikogu and Mailayaya communities. Now he explained that the explosions occurred while convoys of vehicles were escorted by security personnel along the road to the Dansadao Emirate. Now the witness said the convoy was passing through the area when the blast reportedly destroyed 2 motorcycles and resulted in the death of 4 people. A second explosion later affected some trailers on the road, leading to the death of about 5 additional persons. The convoy was lengthy, and the point where the explosion occurred was towards the rear of the vehicles, Issa said. Now, he further disclosed that security operatives attached to the convoy engaged the attackers in a gun duel and pursued them into the nearby bushes. Wait, if security operatives pursued them, engage them, how come the spokesperson to the police say he no get details, he no know whether they be bandits? Not vex, who the security operatives will be pursued? I don't understand. If the security operatives engage them and fire them so they run, enter bush, best information should be available to this, person where they put man for talk for police, the police command spokesperson. Why you no go know about them, and why you go talk say get much information and you know waiting to talk? But I don't know. Now the witness further stated that a woman reportedly fell off a moving vehicle in panic following this I was accidentally run over by another vehicle, leading to her death. He confirmed that security agencies had been
Bolehkah saya memerintahkanmu, beraninya
reinforced
saya
in
ikut
the area to ensure the safety of road users. This is very, very sad. You know, say as this one happened now, they're like it's a test to Trump. Like, what the hell do you think you can do? He say if you do more than a dead rat, it say you don't fit get us before and make it come do again. Because I don't wonder Ali Jome they talk say I beg this explosive this thing where you blast like this, I beg just try make it move joint military operation with United States and Nigeria and not gonna carry and reach northeast a bit there because it did happen well for the people of Korea reach northeast a bit there because it did happen well for the people of northeast like my village report. I think that's why Ndume said they thing like this because it's really bad. But guess what? Like my village report. I think that's why Ndume said they thing like this because it's really bad. But guess what? And not be only for inside that Kwara State or maybe say we hear say some things like that happen because even Kogi State and Kwara State also get their own fair share of this kind of things after Trump incident. You know, everybody go down think say by now immediately after Trump go everywhere we just melee people go don't come down. No, it not be like that because terrorists suspected to be bandits yesterday Friday evening invaded Andala community in the Bajak Laut 2 Ifelon local government area of Kwara State, abducting 7 residents and injuring several others just a day after Christmas, Boxing Day. A source told newsmen that the attack occurred on Friday at about 7 p.m. yesterday evening, throwing the usually peaceful community into panic, grief, and mourning. Now, according to the sources, the armed men stormed the community in large numbers, firing sporadically as they forcefully entered homes and carted away victims. Enter people's houses, carry human beings, then waka they go. I don't even understand what is wrong with us in this countryside. Sometimes I wonder how the color of our problem, honestly speaking, it's just very disheartening to see how bad things have become in our country. It's really very disheartening. You know, and now today, this happened on the 26th. I don't want to go further with that story because it's really very heartbreaking to keep talking about the stories. But I'll give you more updates on the US strike because there's more updates. But then we also did hear that tension is high right now in Ogbe and its surrounding communities following a fresh attack by bandits along the Ogbe axis in Kogi State on Friday. Now, reports indicates that the incident occurred as some residents were traveling from Ogbe to Egbe to attend a wedding ceremony of an Ogbe indigene based in Egbe, Kogi State. Now, during the journey, the group was ambushed by armed assailants, bandits, at the boundary area between Ogbe and Koro. One person who was reportedly shot during the attack and has been rushed to an undisclosed hospital for medical treatment. 5 others were kidnapped by the attackers and taken into the bush. Now, residents have once again raised concerns over the persistent insecurity along rural roads in the area, calling on relevant authorities to urgently strengthen security patrols around their vicinity. This is so sad. Now, did I tell you what Sokoto residents said? They said it shocked them. They were like men that dream when the thing happened, when the Zamfara State bomb blast happened. Sorry, the Sokoto State bomb blast happened. Residents for Jabut Town, for inside Tambowa local government area of Sokoto State, recounted harrowing experiences following a US airstrike late Friday, with many initially mistaking the ferry descent for an aircraft crash. Some of them think, say, oh, which plane? Because I think it happened. They like say fire show. So it is a aeroplane bomb crash. Now, Abubakar Shehu Jebo, a resident and information officer for Tambowa local government area, said the incident occurred around 10:30 p.m. Well, not even around midnight. Now, because of the loud noise, around 10:30 p.m., but around about midnight at time, when Trump tweeted, that means it don't happen since everywhere just quiet. Now, because of the loud noise, he said, and the speed at which the burning object descended, Many of us thought it was an air crash, he explained. But when we consciously moved closer, we realized it was not an aircraft, it was something else entirely. Now, Saraki Fawan Jebo Mohammed Abubakar reassured the public that the communities of Jebo and Barigini have long lived peacefully and have never harbored terrorists or bandits. He recalled only a single kidnapping incident in the year 2000, emphasizing that the area has remained calm since then. So, like experts or security experts had said about this over the past hours, where this incident happened. The fact say the community they in peace, no means say terrorists no go won't come that place to come hide after going to other places to commit mayhem. You don't understand. They know they compulsory say they go stay or remain for the place where we say they commit their crime, because you will catch them people when they there now. That's just it. Where did they commit crime? If they remain there, you will catch them faster. So to make sure say you don't catch them faster, they go quickly come up body for that email. That's exactly how it should be done, or how it's usually done. So no biggie. That one I say is supposed to be. So saying that because we've been peaceful and all that, perhaps we don't deserve the thing we have. The fear that we have, the reason why lots of people didn't want the United States to come into Nigeria is because of this. The kind of tension where the thing will build, the image where the thing will create for Nigerians across the world. This kind of thing, I would say it would take before we even erase them. It had well. It had, and most importantly, the damage it will cause to your soil, to your land. The damage it will cause. Most of the damage is no go hard, whether you like it or not. In one way or the other, collateral damage is good. No matter how clean and sweet your operation is. One or two collateral damages. You understand? And at the end of the day, if our government had done the needful, if our government had prioritized life and stopped traveling to market Nigeria that security no day, you get the security for inside your country, you go market your country for investors, and you spend a lot of money and all that doing that. When you get serious issue for here, if you had prioritized this, I'm sure that the effort we put in now, if they say we put in half of that effort, how did we even get here? I was asking this question yesterday. How did we get to the level where bandit terrorists, we have the temerity, the audacity to tell our government that they know what we want, tell them. And then a human being will still have, goodness, the mind to come out and say that, these people, they should be negotiated. Come out and begin to kill human beings. If they are angry with government, no vex. According to waiting Prince like I talked the other day, isn't it better that they attack the government they're angry with instead of attacking their fellow human beings when they still suffer the same suffer from government? I don't understand. You're angry that government is not taking care of you. You're angry that this or that is happening. The human being the way they go kill and the ones who they kidnap, and then put it for that condition. If not for anything, you should be empathetic towards them. Enough for you to do everything to even protect them so that they will come up for that danger of the same people we put on for the same problem.
Dari korban yang target sudah dalam jangkauan jangan. Bersiaplah untuk naik kapal.
How can you pluck off your eyes because it's so evil? I don't understand. So I don't know how we got to the level where we start saying that Nigeria is helpless. There will be a lot of collateral damage if we do this. Like we are totally lost. Like there's nothing we could do about it if we had acted. No wonder Sani Abacha talk say if terrorism first start for more than 24, 48 hours, make you check and roll the hand of government inside. You cannot, I mean, see how swiftly we moved with the Republic issue. How quick we were to move to protect democracy. Why were we not that good, that quick, that swift in protecting our own democracy? That's not the question we ask. Maybe now we to make you resume that their surveillance again. Say, you know what? If be like say this people they take us for granted, make we go watch them again. We'll know where next we will enter for inside this one. What they do now? Now authorities in Sokoto has confirmed that no casualties were recorded following a U.S. airstrike in Jebotambo, one local government area of Sokoto State. Mohammed Olgie, the police area commander overseeing Tamboa local government area, was present at this scene, but declined to comment directly on the bombing. Now, he, however, urged the traditional ruler Jebo, Alhaji Abubakar Jebo, to advise residents against visiting the site or handling fragments and debris from the explosion. Reports indicate that several fragments were collected by locals, many of whom are struggling with poverty and the state of economic downturn. Hassan Jitao, commandant of Base 15 Explosive Ordnance Disposal EOD in Sokoto State, which cordoned off the area, stressed the importance of public sensitization to prevent injuries from exploded ordnance. Yeah, he said, we are very lucky there was no casualty and no one was hurt as a result of the bombing episode. As of the time of reports, the Sokoto State government had not issued. I think the Sokoto State government eventually issued one, which I'll get to by the way. But let's go straight to other issues. So talking about this explosion and the action of the United States, the General Overseer of Journalists International Gospel Center, Dr. Paul Enenche, he don't express excitement over the recent United States military action against terrorists in Nigeria. Speaking during a church service in Abuja, Enenche, who has been vocal about the continued killing of innocent citizens across the country, said more terrorists should still be eliminated. In fact, the cleric stressed that terrorists, their sponsors and collaborators, including those who help them negotiate, should face the same treatment. There are some jokers who said if America comes, they will fight them. Don't call us my brother. They should go and fight the drones now. Now, more are still to go, and I have bad news for every terrorist. Terror sponsor, collaborator, and negotiator. I believe such people should be dealt with gradually, almost immediately. Now, so anybody speaking for a criminal is a criminal, and anybody speaking for a terrorist is a terrorist. They should receive the same treatment as terrorists. That's what Oga Paul Enenche talk. But you know, say this preaching will go down well with a lot of people because it's not a nice thing to say. Talking about this one when he talks, make I tell you what in Nigeria and we talk now. Okay, did I tell you that our chief of defense staff don't go to Sokoto State to make sure, we have to help us calm the nerves and minds of the traditional rulers for inside Sokoto State and seek for their collaboration. So Nigeria's Army Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Shaibu, yesterday Friday, immediately after the blast, after the US blast, missile and US strike, visited the Sultan of Sokoto Alhaji Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar III as part of what the army claim is a renewed push to strengthen civil-military relations in the country. Now, the meeting held at the Sultan's Palace in Sokoto, it comes at a time of heightened insecurity across multiple regions, with communities increasingly demanding accountability and improved coordination from security agencies. Now, Shaibu, during the visit, said the Nigerian army was prioritizing collaboration with traditional institutions, insisting that community involvement remained key to tackling the country's security challenges. he went on and on and on. But a lot of people don't say, okay, I see.
Saya merintahkanmu,
Trump last
beraninya kamu.
evening,
Saya
the
ikut
next
serta.
day, you go
Seperti
see August.
kamu berjalan pada jalur.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's go on to more issues concerning this bomb blast. Now, Nigeria's cooperation with the United States over a Christian Christmas Day airstrike targeting Islamic State militants in the country's northwest. The great impact. Yes, according to report. Now they say as about a dozen Tomahawk missiles were launched into Sokoto State. The strike came from a U.S. Navy warship stationed in the Gulf of Guinea. Now, this was confirmed by a U.S. defense official who spoke with the Reuters. Now, about a month earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump, and I know the threat to ABC, he don't put out. Now, local media
Aiko,
reports loud explosion in Jego community, as I said earlier. So, speaking on Friday, Trump disclosed that the strike had originally been scheduled for Wednesday, but was postponed by his directive. Now, they were going to do it earlier. Trump told Politico in an interview, and I said, nope, let's give a Christmas present. Trump said, no, let's give a Christmas present. Now, they didn't think that was coming, but we hit them hard. Every camp got decimated. But they said no camp got decimated, and they said nobody at all knows. No. Well, we don't know. Now, a U.S. defense official who spoke to Reuters on condition of anonymity said the strike involved about a dozen Tomahawk missiles launched from a U.S. Navy warship stationed in the Gulf of Guinea. The Nigerian government later confirmed that it had authorized the operation. Minister of Foreign Affairs also said that Nigeria is a multi-religious country, and so in the talk and say, you know it's in the talk now. According to the official, the United States carried out the operation partly because of the location, because the location was too remote for Nigerian forces to reach. Now, we see the US talk, say the place will be too remote for our Nigerian forces to reach there. Right? Now, it's partially symbolic, the official said, adding that the strike was also intended as deterrence and to signal that the Trump administration was prepared to use the military. However, analysts warn that such airstrikes may do little or to significantly weaken Islamist militants who have for years terrorized rural communities in Nigeria. So that's, I would say, from the talk. We'll come back because he said quite a lot of other stuff that's very interesting and that we should look at. So, I mean, dozens of Tomahawk missiles, maybe say they put. But let's see. Let's go on with other issues concerning this airstrike. As the African Democratic Congress (ADC), a major opposition party, has accused Bola Ahmed Tinubu of effectively taking a back seat in governance after United States forces conducted airstrikes on Islamic State-linked terrorist camps in Sokoto State. So you don't sit down for back and I just did there. Now another country, now they help you do your work. Now wow, that's what they said. Okay, so moving on. So United States Congressman Riley Moore has linked the absence of mass Christmas attacks on Christian communities in Nigeria this year to American military action. Now, Moore said that while Christians were allegedly killed during Christmas celebrations, either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day in Nigeria, over the past 2 years, the situation was different this year because U.S. forces carried out strikes against Islamic militants instead. Is that true? Now, writing on X, please don't let me post that. On Saturday today, the lawmaker said that for the past 2 Christmases, Christians have been murdered in Nigeria. This year, thanks to putters at, radical Islamic terrorists were on the receiving end of 12 Tomahawk missiles as a present. And he added that the successful strikes on ISIS in coordination with the Nigerian government are just the first step to secure the country and end the slaughter of our brothers and sisters in Christ. More comments followed an announcement by US President Donald Trump and all that. Now, talking about there was something that somebody posted that is quite interesting. And then he retweeted that. So there's an article that reads that Congressman Riley Moore just saved a Nigerian Christian from a death sentence. And of course, he tweeted that or retweeted that. He says Sunday Jackson is finally free after spending an on death row for defending himself against an Islamic terrorist. I appreciate President Donald Trump's willingness to work with the United States in addressing security, greater stability in the country, and protecting our brothers and sisters in Christ. And that article this week in law, the article exposes the fact that, well, because of the intervention of Congressman Riley Moore on the case of Sunday Jackson, saying that waiting make the Nigerian part of waiting pressurize the Nigerian government to make sure they release or pardon Sunday Jackson. And one of the conditions that the Nigerian government, it's not just enough to pardon him, but his safety must be guaranteed. His safety must be guaranteed, because it's not just about pardoning him. We could not yet see anything happen to him. And I think that's very difficult, because how do you tell a country to ensure the safety of someone else who lives in a region where we say they volatile? Excuse me. So that's what a lot of people are saying. But it's like a trap for Nigerian government again. That's what people think. And this may just be another trap for Nigerian government. How do we come out of this? Yeah. So let's quickly move on to other issues. Let me see if I'm done with this issue and I get straight to the race surveillance of Nigeria. So on the president's part, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured Nigerians that the ongoing recalibration of the country's security architecture will soon deliver results strong enough to restore public confidence, he said. Now, the president gave the assurance yesterday, Friday, while meeting with the delegation of the Christian Association of Nigeria, led by its president, Archbishop Daniel Aiko, at his Lagos residence in So the meeting was disclosed in a statement issued by President's spokesman, Anggota. Tinubu said his administration remained committed to security sector reforms, including plans to establish state and community policing. In fact, my contact say we pray well for Nigeria and say with better prayer. So we're a country of prayer warriors. We are prayer warriors, religious and some security because of our prayer. We'll be saying we start prayer. And that one, we believe say our prayer true, we will reach God very soon. Then the Nigerian government has also confirmed that it authorized and carried out what it described as precision strikes on suspected Islamic terrorists. In fact, the Islamic State enclaves in Sokoto State. So the Nigerian government itself has said that. And for a lot of people when they talk, say, okay, no, you so too that they talk about all of that. Well, Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, don't also talk. So I hope that this makes sense to a lot of people who think that perhaps they are not being sincere about being involved in the incident. And then Sokoto State confirms airstrikes. The Sokoto government has confirmed the airstrike, says terrorist camps destroyed, no civilian casualties. So then who were those people that were saying that there was no casualty, no one at all, nobody died? Well, let's see. The Sokoto State government has stressed that investigations are ongoing following a joint airstrike carried out by Nigerian military in collaboration with the United States of America against terrorist enclaves in Tangaza local government area, even as it confirmed that no civilian casualties were recorded. Now, the clarification was contained in a statement issued yesterday, Friday, by the Director General of Media and Publicity, Government House, Sokoto, Abubakar Bawa, and made available to journalists and newsmen in the state. According to the statement, the joint operation conducted on Wednesday formed part of sustained efforts to dismantle terrorist and bandits network operating within Sokoto State and along Nigeria's northwestern borders, with post-strike assessments still on the way. So they never finished post-strike assessment. Now, the impact of the airstrike could not be immediately determined. So for those who say, oh, nobody died, oh, nothing happened. In fact, they just wasted their missiles and all that. Here, now the state government, they talk, say the impact, say not fit immediately ascertain them. They study post-strike assessment. So They said, so the impact of the strike, he said, could not be immediately determined as assessment reports from the joint operations are still being awaited. So he said, now the statement said investigations remain active following public concerns over the discovery of suspicious objects near Jebo Town in the Tambawa local government area of Sokoto State, noting that conclusions would only be drawn after detailed analysis by relevant authorities. The circumstances surrounding the objects found in a location near Jebo Town could not be immediately explained, as the outcome of analysis by Nigeria and the US authorities is being awaited. Bawa said. Now, he emphasized that despite the ongoing investigation and assessment in both locations, no civilian casualties were recorded in Tangaza and Jebo communities. Like some people don't talk, say, oh, you want to kill? No, nobody. Quoting him, he says Sokoto State welcomes any collaboration between Nigeria and all relevant global stakeholders aimed at curbing the menace of terrorism and cross-border crimes in the state. The statement written out. Now, the state government reiterated its commitment in supporting, anything we could help the matter end. It also called for continued public, support to help fight this. Why he said, indeed, that terrorist camps were destroyed. Is it possible that their camps were destroyed without casualty from their end? We still do not know. So we'll await the post-strike assessment. To know exactly what's in the BC don't happen. But following, all of this scenario and all that really happen, the United States not they happy at all with all this matter, because when they talk to you, the United States US has resumed intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance ISR operations over Nigeria. Now, just days after conducting airstrikes against ISIS terrorists in Sokoto State, according to flight tracking data, terrorism analysts, that's what they're saying. So a Sahel-focused terrorism tracker, I think Grant Phillip, that's his name, shared flight data indicating that a Gulfstream V aircraft, a long-range business jet frequently adapted for ISR missions, was observed flying over Borno State this afternoon. Now, Philip said the renewed operations were directed at the Islamic State West Africa province ISWAP. The ISWAP affiliate active mainly in Nigeria's northeast and the Lake Chad basin. So, quoting him, he said the United States resumed ISR operations today on ISWAP in the Sambisa Forest, Borno State in northeast Nigeria after a one-day pause following the strikes in Sokoto State, Philip wrote on X. I mean, with images, necessary images. Let me see if I can get you a copy, a footage of that image so that make it not be like saying me. So they say, Lisa, I want to see in a fight. So let's see if I can quickly show you an image so that you see, trying to see, get in touch with that so that we can. So I mean, he posted that image and we I mean, there is no, of course, all the while we be saying that we don't do that operation. We actually don't hear anything or get any formal reports say, we've been having surveillance in Nigeria and all that. So for some people who will say that, if the US is having surveillance in Nigeria, they should be able to say that. So no. The first time they had surveillance, when we heard, we reported here, see, US only get surveillance and all that. The US never came to confirm or even deny it. We all know that. They didn't confirm or deny it. So we're also not expecting any statement. I mean, this is my basic thing. What do they do now for military? Nobody will want to say anything. Because this now about operation where BC is supposed just decoded, make BC, give out too much to the enemy. But let me quickly see if I can get you that footage that he wrote that message with very quickly. Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, yeah, that's it. Is that it? Is that it? Oh dear. Okay, so I thought I got it for a second. Let me see if I can still get it back.
Saya seperti kamu bergantung pada jalur saya.
Happy holidays.
No. Cepat dek bab.
Okay, all right. I'll try to get the image and show you. Show you later on. Hopefully, I would be able to do that because I don't know why this is not responding at my end at all. Okay, here you are. So, sorry, I would have gotten a screenshot of it. So, yeah, posted with that image and why they said that they don't resume this operation again and all that. Now, flight tracking records show that the U.S. Began intelligence flights over Nigeria on November 24 after the aircraft departed from Ghana, which serves as a logistical hub for American military operations in Africa, he wrote. Now, since the mission began, the aircraft has reportedly flown over Nigeria airspace almost daily. Further data linked the aircraft operator to Tenax Aerospace, a company that provides special mission aircraft and works very closely with the United States of America. And around ISR operation started, a former U.S. official disclosed that the mission were aimed at tracking an American pilot abducted in neighboring Niger Republic, as well as gathering actionable intelligence on militant groups operating within Nigeria. So that means this is not all. About Nigeria at the end of the day. That means you get another plan where we say they on ground. Perhaps to penetrate Niger. You know, some people don't talk about before. In fact, perhaps to penetrate Niger. You know, some people don't talk about before. In fact, some people don't already insinuate before. See, the ultimate goal for this attack or for this strike for Nigeria to make sure they penetrate the Sahel states and dismantle them, the three Sahel brothers, and dismantle them. Could this be it? Because he heard what that report read that a former U.S. official disclosed that the missions were aimed at tracking an American pilot abducted in neighboring Niger Republic, as well as gathering actionable intelligence on militant groups operating with Nigeria. While the resumption of intelligence fights came shortly after Nigeria's National Security Advisor met with the U.S. Defense Secretary Gratis in Washington earlier. The meeting followed statement from the Pentagon pledging to work aggressively with the Nigerian government. The airstrike carried out in Sokoto last Thursday on Christmas Day marks the first fulfillment of